If I had to start over at 30 with $0, no savings, no assets, maybe even a bit of debt, living right here in Canada, here's exactly what I would do. This is for anyone who feels behind. Maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck, drowning in debt, or just realizing that you're in your 30s and haven't built real wealth yet. First, you're not broken. The system didn't exactly set us up for success. But the good news is you're not stuck either. Let me show you how I'd rebuild from $0 to a rich life. Step one is brutal honesty, but also freeing. I'd open up my banking app, pull up a recent credit report, and jot down my income, even if it's from part time work or side gigs, fixed expenses, rent or mortgage, utilities, insurance, variable expenses, groceries, transportation, subscriptions, debts, especially high interest ones, my credit score. This is about creating a financial snapshot. You can't fix what you can't see. I'd also calculate my bare bones survival number, the absolute minimum I need to cover needs like housing, food, transit. If it's $2,000 a month, I know that's my starting point. Forget shame based budgeting. I'm creating a values based plan. I'd follow the 60-20-20 rule as a foundation. 60% needs, stuff like housing, food, basic transportation. 20% wants, yes, some joy is allowed. 20% financial goals, saving, investing, debt payoff. But I'd go one step further, track every dollar for 30 days to get awareness. Then I'd optimize aggressively, downgrade my phone plan, meal prep instead of Uber Eats, cut streaming down to one platform, probably Netflix I'd keep, consider roommates to lower rent. Small wins matter. Every $100 per month you reclaim is fuel for your rich life. I'd look at a plan that aligns with my values, goals, and priorities, not just my bills. Instead of asking, what can I cut? I'd ask, what do I want my money to do for me? Whether you're saving for a home, paying off debt, or just trying to stop living paycheck to paycheck, a purposeful budget helps you make choices that support the life you want, not the one you're stuck in. I'd start with my why, defining my short term, medium, and long term goals that excites and motivates me. Listing my essentials, housing, food, transportation, debts, payments, and savings. I'd prioritize joy and growth, budget for things that improve my life, whether it's a gym membership, hobbies, or occasional self care. I track without judgment, using apps or spreadsheets to monitor my spending regularly, but treating it like data, not a moral scorecard. Reviewing monthly, adjusting my budget as life changes. Flexibility is the key to sustainability. Budgeting is self care. When done with purpose, it becomes an empowering act of self care. It gives the freedom to say yes to the things that truly matter and no to the rest without guilt. If I have high interest debt, credit cards, payday loans, buy now, pay later, that's enemy number one. I'd use the debt avalanche method. One, list debts by interest rate, not balance. Two, make minimum payments on all other debt. Three, throw all extra cash at the highest interest one first. Why avalanche? Because you save more money in the long run by killing the most expensive debt first. If I have multiple credit cards and I'm overwhelmed, I'd call and ask to negotiate a lower rate or even consider a balance transfer offer carefully. Remember, you don't have to be debt free to start building wealth, but you do need a plan. Step 4, boost income strategically. Next, and this is a non negotiable, I'd increase my income. You can't save your way out of freedom if your income is too low. So I'd ask for a raise or extra hours at my job, freelance a skill like graphic design, writing, admin, tutoring, Start delivering for Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart. That can give you some fast cash flow. Sell stuff I don't need on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji. My goal: generate an extra 500 to 1,000 a month. Half that goes to debt, the rest to emergency saving and investing. This stage is about stacking small wins and reclaiming your confidence. Every side hustle or raise is a signal I'm not stuck. Now, here's where most people freeze: investing. But starting with just $100 can change everything. I'd open a TFSA, tax free savings account, and put my first $100 into a low fee index ETF, something like an all in one asset allocation fund. If I have a stable income and I'm in a higher tax bracket, I might also open up an RRSP for the tax deduction. Wealth Simple or Quest Wealth will make this easy to start, or you can just visit the bank that you even currently bank with and ask for help on this. They can open up a TFSA or RRSP and guide you in what to invest in. And no, you don't need to time the market or be a stock expert. You just need time in the market. And step 6, build momentum with systems. The goal here is to stop relying on willpower and start relying on automation. Why? Because life gets busy. Motivation comes and goes, but systems, they show up every single time. Here's what I'd automate right away: a scheduled automatic transfer to savings right after every payday. Treat it like a bill to pay yourself. Monthly auto investments into my TFSA, even if it's just $50. The habit matters more than the amount. Auto payments toward debt to stay on track and avoid missed payments or extra interest. These simple automations create a steady rhythm with your money. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to fight the temptation to spend that extra cash in your account. It just happens quietly in the background as you pay yourself first. It's like putting your finances on cruise control. You're still driving, you're still checking in, but you're not gripping the wheel every second white knuckled. Now, here's the key: automation isn't set it and forget it forever. I'd recommend maybe a monthly check in, nothing intense, just 15 to 30 minutes to review your dashboard, see where your money went, and make small tweaks if needed. This combo, automation plus light review, keeps your finances aligned with your goals without the stress of micromanaging everything. Remember, consistency beats intensity. You don't need to overhaul your life every month. You just need to keep showing up with systems that support you. That's how momentum builds. That's how wealth grows. I share many of the concepts covered in this video in my book, Rich Life Rising. If you're a Canadian feeling like you're starting from behind or starting over, this book is for you. I cover mindset, money systems, debt freedom, investing, and building a life of real freedom, not just financial survival. Grab it now on Amazon. Link is in the description. You're not too late. This is the beginning of your comeback story.